back. Chair, I recognize the gentleman from Nebraska, Chairman Bacon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to welcome all three of you here. I appreciate you being here, and I want to congratulate the chairman. I served 3 decades in the Air Force. I didn't serve with you, but many of my friends have, and they think very highly of you, so our congrats. Mr. Secretary, during your comments early on, I would say I agree with you. Homeland security, defense of the homeland is important. China is our pacing threat. I agree with that. But we never hear Russia. You didn't mention it in your comments up front. It's not just you, it's the entire administration. 2/3 of Americans see clearly that Russia is a threat, that they're the aggressor in Ukraine. It's in our national security interest that Ukraine prevails here, because Russia will not stop at Ukraine. Just this week, Putin said that he would only stop the invasion of Ukraine if we pull out of the Baltic countries. I mean, this just gives you some insight to what Putin's thinking. What we see right now in the administration is some moral blindness here. We want moral clarity, and we want strength when it comes to Russia. Secondly, I also share concerns about the firing of the generals. Yes, it's currently very much your constitutional right to fire and hire generals, and the president has that right. But there's also decency involved here. I've known many of these people. I was served with most of these folks when I was a colonel and as a one-star. I knew one as a captain. They served their whole adult life. And I think they deserved an explanation why they were fired. And I think the American people deserve that as well. And the impact on Cyber Command, having General Hawk fired. We groomed him for over a decade to fill those shoes. And I don't know that anybody can fill those shoes right now. It's going to take a year or two for people to get there. I really believe that the most happy people on the firing of General Hawk was Russia and China. Now for my questions. I'm on the cyber subcommittee, I chair that committee. We learn, and we know, and I know you all know, that Russia and China are attacking us every day. I also have learned that within the executive branch, there are very limiting rules of engagement on what Cyber Command can do in response. I would ask both the secretary and the chairman if you would review those rules of engagement and see if they're right. I think we should be carrying a bigger stick here when we're being attacked every day. So would you at least look at those rules of engagement and consider revamping them?
Sir, we do review those on a regular basis, and I would say there's been some incorrect reporting on what has or has not been done, but internally we're ensuring that anything we do on cyber offense or cyber defense is coordinated with the administration's priorities and the way in which the department views threats and how we manage them in real time.
So as I mentioned, I'm the chairman of the committee, and I've talked to multiple layers. They are restricted based off of the rules of engagement. Maybe they're appropriate. I just hope people relook at them, because if China can attack our energy grid, our Wall Street grid, our hospitals, I think we should be reviewing, okay, is our responses adequate? So I just wanted to submit that for you to think about and consider. I agree, China is the pacing threat. And the best way we want to prevent a war. Day one of a war with China and Taiwan is a day too late. I happen to know that we owe billions of dollars of weapons to China, or to Taiwan. We've committed to them, or they purchased them. And this is really a previous administration's fault. We're talking billions of dollars of weapons. They need sea mines now. They need Harpoon missiles, air and missile defense, things like that. I asked the previous secretary under the previous administration, what are you doing about it? He says, well, I'm studying it. He's the secretary. I just asked for your all's review and figure out who's behind do we got to kick to start getting these weapons to Taiwan faster so we have deterrence. And I just appreciate your comment to that.
I'll defer to the chairman as well, but this is not something we're simply reviewing. It's something we are implementing in real time. I think there was a lot of talk about a shift to the Indo-Pacific in previous administrations, but the department had not put in place, not just, there was strategy changes at some level, but driving change into the institution to make decisions, prioritize, and trade-offs in your budget, in force posture, in training and exercises, in where you forward position troops and munitions. Those are the things we're actioning in real time, and I think very differently than in the past, with a realistic view of what threats could emerge in the Indo-Pacific. I would defer to the chairman.
Sir, I'll just add in general terms about the size and capacity of our defense assistance worldwide. You know, that all tacks back to our national and defense industrial base. And what I'm encouraged by is the leaders that we have in the department, in the joint force, and in the Congress right now. It feels like if not now, then when, and if not us, then who? And these are the right leaders across the USG to get after this and to support through
Let's
those.
get through this fight now.
Gentleman's time's expired. Chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Pennsylvania.